Hey everyone, it's Quade here, the Ginger Ninja. Down here on the south coast of KwaZulu-Natal, Pennington. Going to be collecting some mussels to take home to have a starter before dinner. Oof, can't beat this. Just got back from the beach, getting the mussels that we collected today during low tide, all cooking and ready. Basically brought some salt water back from the beach, put a little bit in, about 2-3 centimeters in the pot. Of course it rises as soon as you put mussels in, and yeah, just going to get it to a boil. As soon as they start opening, you know they're done. You can put them in some cool water so you can take them out and clean them and that. I will go through the process of cleaning them just now. Yeah, when we've done all that, we're going to make a nice creamy sauce and add that to it, and we'll have it with fresh bread. Oh, it's going to taste so good. Mussels are done, cooked. I'm going to switch this off. So basically what I do, fresh fish mussels, I take them out and put them in the sink with a bit of cold water. Cold water's there just so it basically cools them down, so it's easy to work with them. You don't really want to play with these when they're piping hot. You basically open the shell, you grab it, the mussel, pull it off, that's where it was held onto. You toss the shell, or you can keep it for decorations or whatever, and then you pull the beard out. Basically this little like bit of seaweed gunk stuff, you don't want to eat that, it's not going to taste very good. Yeah, and let's give it a good rinse. Mussels are filter feeders, so there's going to be a bit of grit with them and things like that, so you don't want to eat that because it's a bit of an ugly texture. You start thinking you're chipping your teeth, but you're not. You can clean this little bum section out as well. Some people don't enjoy eating that. And you just clean it out. You can toss that, and then you just basically give it a good rinse. And you put them all through into a nice bowl. And later you can put a cream sauce with it, or you can eat it like that. Not a problem at all. I'm going to make a creamy sauce with these. I'm going to add them to that. But even with these, just like this, you can take this Mozambican peri-peri, mild peri-peri sauce. Oh, it's divine. I enjoy doing this. You can steal one or two. Just put that on there. Oh. We're going to start doing the sauce now for the mussels that we prepared. Going to do a bit of a garlic sauce. My wife's going to go through everything step by step and all that.
Alright, so basically we're going to start off, we're going to use our nice home choice butter. Just cut up a few small slices, get it melted, and then the next thing we're going to do, just take a couple of scoops of flour, we're going to sift it in, and we're going to make a bit of a paste.
And what flavour are we doing with the sauces here?
We are going to make a bit of a cheesy garlic sauce. As you can see, once your butter's melted, you're just going to add a little bit of flour, little by little, just to see as soon as we make a paste. Then we're going to start adding the rest. Yes please, that would be great. So this white sauce that I'm making now actually makes quite a large quantity. So we're not going to be using all of it for the mussels. The rest of it can be used for a base of a mushroom sauce. You can use it for almost any other white sauce that you may want for your everyday, day-to-day cooking. And it does keep quite well, so that's quite awesome. Sorry, I can't do the left-handed thing. That should be enough. Then what we're going to do is, this is the long and tedious process. I'm going to show you the start, then we're going to have it a bit of a pause until we get to the end, because this is where we add a little bit of milk, mix it in, let it thicken, then we add a little bit more milk, let it thicken, so that can take quite a while. So I'm just going to show you the beginning of the process, and then when we are just about done. So what you're going to do, it's always best with full cream milk. Just slowly add a little bit in and mix your sauce up until it's nice and thin. As you can see, as we are adding more milk, it gets a lot thicker. So this is where you need to concentrate, watch carefully, and just keep mixing.
On the stove at the moment, is that just on a very low?
On a very low, okay, number two
or anything like that?
So yeah, it's very low temperature. You don't want your sauce to burn, otherwise it's really not going to taste good. As you can see, the mussels are sitting at room temperature, waiting for the sauce. You don't want them to be too cold when you add the white sauce to it, because that just makes them taste a little bit We've got the sauce nice and thick, and as you can see, we've made quite a bit already. So what we're going to do is we're now going to start seasoning and making our white sauce nice and tasty. Because we've decided we're going to go with a garlic and cheese sauce, I would say the best option would be our ground garlic. Otherwise you're going to have quite a few chunks from the crushed garlic. But again, it's personal taste, whatever floats your boat. 3/4 of a teaspoon of garlic. That will just give you the flavor that you want without it being too overpowering. So we're going to just mix that in. Unfortunately, you don't have smell-o-vision, so you can't smell how nice and tasty this is smelling already. Next thing we're going to do, just a little bit of seasoned sea salt. I'm going to add a few dashes of that, and we're going to carry on mixing. Now what you're going to do is you're actually going to turn the heat right down to 1, or you can actually turn it off. This is the part where we're going to start adding our cream and our cheese. So that's why you wanted your white sauce quite thick now, because we're going to be adding a little bit of cream to it just to make it extra creamy and even more tasty. The reason we turn down the heat before we add the cream and cheese is if we have got it still going quite hot, your sauce is going to separate. It'll still taste fine, but the presentation will not look too great.
And what we're doing here, this is basically a meal that you can have, but we're going to do it as a starter.
No, definitely, we're going to do it as a starter. So we're going to start off by adding our cream. I'd say about 1/4 of a pot of cream, your normal 250 ml pot of cream, about 1/4 goes in. Obviously, you can add more if you want it to taste more creamy. It's, again, personal preference. Smelling good, you can smell the garlic, you can smell the salt, and now we are going to just add some cheese.
And that's just normal cheddar cheese, huh?
Gouda.
That's Gouda.
I prefer Gouda, but again, you can
personal
have
preference, huh?
Personal preference. You can have cheddar, you can have Edam, you can have Parmesan, you can make.
Roquefort?
You can actually add Roquefort. You can add your blue cheeses to this white sauce. Me personally, not the greatest fan, but whatever you feel like, that is what you can add. This white sauce is so easy to make, and it is so diverse. You can add so much to it. You can use this as a mushroom sauce. You can use it as a...
Can you put a bit of curry powder and make a bit of curry powder sauce?
You can make a curry sauce out of it. You can make anything out of this sauce. Awesome. As you can see, what's happening now is it's becoming quite thick again because we've added the cheese. So if you want, you can add a little bit more cream at this point, just to make it a bit thinner. On half a pot now of cream in here. So I think that is actually just about ready. Let's leave it to simmer for a moment. Okay, so our sauce is now ready. So me and my trusty Tupperware that you find everywhere in the house. So my mussels are at room temperature. Thank you, love. Okay, mussels at room temperature, rinsed and sorted. What we're going to do now is just add our sauce. You can have it that your sauce just coats your mussels, or you can have it that it becomes a type of soup. And there's a nice creamy mussels with garlic and cheese. So for me, the best way to pair this would be with some nice homemade mealie bread, which has literally just come out the oven. And let's add a bit of extra sauce.
That is so nice. That can be a meal all on its own, not even just a starter.